there, guys, and welcome back to Cfc-Tv. We all know it's been a while. Sorry for that. I've actually, my last few videos, I've actually, every time I've started them, I had to sort of apologise for not uploading. Um, well, I was at the Euros for like 10 days or something. Watched a few games there. Obviously watching the Euros at home as well on TV, it takes up quite a lot of time, especially when there's 3 games a day. But I just didn't really feel like there was only transfer rumours, nothing happened, um, really. But I just finished watching Antonio Conte's first press conference at Chelsea, and I just thought I quickly talk about it. First of all, he seems like a tough guy, but he also has quite a funny side in him. What it looked like to me from the press conference, anyway. Um, he talked about whether he will play three at the back or four at the back. Well, he was asked about it, and he sort of obviously answered. All he said was that you don't know at this point, of being at a club. He's been here for 2 days of training now, for him, or 2 sessions. I'm not really sure what he said. So that's a bit difficult. He said, he doesn't know yet. He's been at clubs where he had one idea, and after a while he sort of realised it doesn't really suit this club or suit these players. So he sort of changed it. So we don't necessarily know what's going to happen, what formation he's going to play. I still think he's going to try to play the three at the back, and if it doesn't work, revert back to the four at the back, the sort of more normal, more conventional formation. A different thing that clearly stood out is that, and what we all know basically from seeing him at the Euros, is one of his main, things is work rate in a game and passion. And what he also said is the main thing is, of course, we want to win. Basically, that's what he said. But the main thing is that we get our passion and our enthusiasm and our fight, over to the fans. We sort of transfer it to the fans, is what he said. So that's just amazing, because that's what we needed. We need the players to fight. We need the players to show passion. He used the word they need to fight for the shirt, which I really loved. He also said, he found a great group of players with the right attitude, with the right behaviour, willing to work hard. Obviously, not all of the players are in yet. I'm not sure if anyone who was at the Euros is in yet. The Brazilian, well, Willian is back, the only Brazilian that was at the Copa America, but he's in. But yeah, it's some of our loanees that will probably be loaned out again. But they're in training now, along with obviously John Terry, John Obi Mikel, Oscar, Willian, Matic, Ivanovic. Those are all here, but Cahill isn't. The Belgian guys aren't. There's actually not many more missing, are there? Diego is obviously there because he wasn't with the Spanish squad. The Spanish lads aren't here. Fabregas, Pedro, Azpilicueta. Batshuayi, a new signing. I haven't talked about it on here. We signed Michy Batshuayi from Marseille, 22-year-old striker. He scored the 4-0 against Hungary, in case you don't know him. In the round of 16 game, Belgium versus Hungary, he scored the 4-0. It's difficult. He only played in Marseille, had a good season, fair enough. But if we're going to play two up front, I don't think he's good enough to be starting. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously Conte, knows better, or will know better after a while of pre-season. But, I'm not really too sure that he's good enough to be one of our starting strikers. We've been linked to so many different players. I'm just going to ramble on about what happened in the last few weeks and months, right? So, we've been linked to Koulibaly. It looks like it's going to happen. Sometimes it doesn't, then it does again. Morata, first it looked almost done. Now, I've heard stuff that apparently Real Madrid want to keep him. Obviously, had the buyback clause from Juventus, which they used. But, there were all the rumours that they were just going to do that to make more money out of Morata, buy him back for the 24 million or whatever it was, and then, sell him. There were rumours about 65 million pounds or 60 million pounds, loads and loads of money. Then there are rumours about N'Golo Kante from Leicester, obviously, which look, those are the ones that look the most promising in my opinion. He has a release clause of 20 million. Apparently, we've put in a 29 million pound bid. So, I don't know. I highly doubt that they're going to get a much higher bid And if they do, I'm sure we can raise the money. If we paid 32 million for Batshuayi, I'm sure we can, if we have to, pay more for Conte, because he's proven in the Premier League. So yeah, I'd love to have Conte at the club. Then we were linked to Nainggolan from Roma. You know that looked like could happen. Now he said he's definitely staying at Roma, so I don't really know what's going on there, if I'm honest. Um, for some reason we're not signing any fullbacks, which clearly implies to me that we're playing three at the back, because if we're going to play four at the back, we need a left back. We can't just keep having Baba, Aspi, and Ivanovic as the three fullbacks that we have at the club. It doesn't work. Baba isn't good enough. Ivanovic, he wasn't good enough last season. Who knows how good he's going to be this season? Obviously, we have Aspilicueta, but he can't do everything, can he now? And Nathan Aki has gone out on loan to Bournemouth, so not happy about that at all, because I think he would definitely be good enough to be at the club. Maybe sell Baba and get a better starting left back in, and then have Aki as backup for him. But that just my thoughts basically. Obviously not happening, as he's loaned out to Bournemouth now. We started pre-season kind of officially last Monday. Conte came in yesterday, I think. Yesterday. We're first pre-season games on Saturday in Vienna, Austria, where I live. I don't live anywhere near Vienna, but still. We're playing Rapid Vienna, which a game that I'm gonna, attend in the Chelsea section. And then we're playing. It's called RC Pellets for the Chelsea fans. That's how they call the club. Here it's just called VRT. But anyway, not that you care about that at all. Anyway, we're playing those on next Wednesday. I'm gonna be at that game as well. So yeah, that should be good. Seeing the preseason games, firsthand in the stadium. Very much looking forward to it. Quite a bit of a road trip through Austria that's going to be. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. All of it. I'm just buzzing for the new season, really. I love the Euros, even though Portugal definitely didn't deserve to win the Euros. They only they won one game. I mean, fair enough, there was the semi-final, but they only won one game in 90 minutes, which, how that makes you European champion, I don't know. But, that's, since they put 24 teams in the competition, the third place team, some of the third place teams came through. And, yeah, I'm not going to talk about the Euros too much. But, yeah, still congratulations to them. They won it, and it doesn't matter how you win it, they won it. As Chelsea fans, we're the last issue complain that Portugal won the Euros. The way we won the Champions League. Obviously, we did well, getting 2 goals with 1 man down in the Camp Nou, but still, like we played the final, like we played against Barcelona. We know how to get over the line. We did it quite often. So I'm not gonna argue with Portugal. But anyway. Signings, fuck knows what's going to happen. I have no idea. Will we sign Morata? I doubt it. Will we sign any other striker? Who? I have no idea. Aubameyang is out there. We could splash the cash, but would he join the club without Champions League football? I doubt it. Higuain, we could go for him. Maybe Conte has some sort of influence on that. Koulibaly could happen. Maybe Bonucci. From Juventus, obviously a player that was at the Italian national team with Antonio Conte as well. Maybe he could use some connections there, but it's already basically too late, in my opinion. Not too late, obviously, but pre-season has started. I mean, the players that we're trying to sign, wouldn't be here yet anyway, because they were at the Euros. But still, it's quite annoying to me. That we still haven't made any signings. Obviously, it's gonna, slow things down a bit if your manager is at the Euros instead of, working with the club day by day to get signings in. But, it looks very similar to what happened last year. We got Falcao early. Not that helped us much. We'll have to see what Batshuayi does. But then we got Pedro quite late, when the league already started even. And other than that, we didn't really sign anyone except Djilobodji. And I don't think anyway. that didn't really go well now, did it? So I'm a bit worried that it's gonna, go a little bit like that this season. But I'm buzzing for Antonio Conte. Seems obviously we've all seen him at the Euros, absolute quality manager. A below average Italy team. He got to the quarterfinals and got so close to throwing the world champions out. They lost in on penalties with some dreadful penalties by some of the Italian lads, but he did really well at the Euros, and if he can, sort of convert that kind of success and passion and stuff to Chelsea, I think we're definitely getting top four if he does that. We might even have a shout for the title, even though I think with the signings United made and Mourinho being there, I think it's pretty much nailed on that they've got that. But I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But yeah, that's basically it for me. I'm also going to be at the West Ham game, the first game of the season, which I'm buzzing for as well. Can't wait. Always new manager. First game of the season, always going to be class. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Forward to the season. Looking forward to the pre-season games next week, and obviously to the West Ham game. So yeah, that's basically it for me. I will really try to put out more videos now. I'm gonna try to do reviews of the preseason games. I might do them on the Chelsea SW6 channel. We've been kind of slacking there a little bit as well. I'm not gonna lie. With me being away, Hugo is gone as well. I'm not gonna talk about that channel too much anyway, but still. But I'm gonna definitely upload more on here now. So if you're excited for that, subscribe if you're looking forward to that. If you want to see more videos, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I know it's nothing really special. I just talked about the press conference and what happened in the last few weeks and months. But yeah, comment down below anything you have to say if you watched the press conference. What would you thought of it, basically? Who do you think we can sign? Who we will sign? Will we sign anyone? Is it too late already? Like I said, or not too late, but like getting too late, and we might be in a similar situation to what we were last year. If we make our signings that late. But yeah, that's it from me, and I'll see you next time.